Hi guys, it's Becky from R.j.A.f.MAKES and welcome to my channel. I teach sewing tutorials and bag making on this channel, and I'm adding in a vlog from last week's adventures where I went on a short break and basically popped into 2 fabric shops. Yay, 2 fabric shops! Whoop, 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 whoop. So we had a wedding to go to on Saturday, which has just gone on the, what day are we on? We are on the 7th, so it was the 5th. It was my husband's cousin's wedding, and so beautiful. The grounds were so stunning, and the marquee, oh my god. It's the theme that I would have done for my wedding if we didn't have a family theme. So yeah, it was a beautiful day, very relaxing day. The church was beautiful. The grounds had loads of gardens that you can explore. So a week before the wedding I realised I did not have a bag for the wedding, so I basically had to make one. Well, I do have orders to fulfill, so yeah, so I basically made a clutch. So imagine me in a bright, and I mean bright pink jacket with a minty kind of top and black trousers. What colour bag do I need? Yeah, another bright pink bag. Yeah, add the pink bag. So the week before I actually made this bag. It's faux leather with I don't know if you can see this, like a glittery vinyl. I made this to match my jacket. This is from Craftsy website, where it's a tutorial, more like a I'm saying a lot. More like a 4 or 5 part series course that you can do. I'll drop the link down in the description below. It's called the Mix and Match Clutch. It's by Emmeline Bags. There is one thing I would change about this bag, and not about the design itself. I think it's about my bag I've made here, not about the actual bag. So for my lining I use this art gallery fabric, and it's not the right colour to use, because if I turn it to the side you actually do see the lining pop through. It's the way the gusset sits inside the bag on both sides. So if I had chosen a pink lining, I think this would have been an absolute stunner bag. And the only thing I do regret is this bit here, this bit here where I did the triangle. There's quite a bit of bulk here and here. So, and I wanted to put like a metal bracket that Emmeline Bags do. So just to add a nice decorative edge and stop it from doing this, because I'm finding where the magnet is, it's doing this and it is missing that protective thing. So if I didn't have this bulk here and here, I could actually fit one on, but without this I couldn't have carried a lot of things. So I put in this bag my selfie stick, which I didn't use, my camera, this camera, and my phone. I had the wedding gift card and the card in here as well. Had my purse, which was bulky, some makeup because it was a hot day. I mean a hot day, so my makeup was slightly running. Today I got no makeup on, so which is good because I've worn makeup all week and I hate makeup. No offence to people that wear makeup, I hate it on my face, I really do. So I had some sunscreen in it and some perfume, and I had some other bits and bobs. Oh, and some business cards. I had some business cards with me. So yeah, I had quite a lot of stuff, so you can fit a lot of stuff in this. So if you do get a chance, pop over to Craftsy and have a go at this tutorial. It is a paid one, but every so often they do where you get an offer. I think I bought mine on an offer. I can't remember. It was, oh, actually no. Someone actually bought it me for a gift at Christmas. So I think it was my father-in-law. So yeah, thanks Dave. Anyway, moving on. So while we were down in South, we popped to a town called Chichester. So it's like a market town. Bigger than a market town, but it's got like a clock in the middle. I don't know how to describe it. It's got a clock in the middle and it's got like crossroads. So there is 2 fabric shops that we have popped into for the last 2 years. 3 years? No, 2 years for the 2, because we've only found my favourite one. Yeah, we found my favourite one 2 years ago, but 3 years we've been popping into the one same shop. So I'm going to talk about the one shop that I've been popping into a lot over the last 3 years. So that's Cloth Kit. Don't know if many of you know about Cloth Kit. They originated from starting off doing fabric which comes in the kit, and it's already got like the skirt printed out on the fabric. So you basically pick the size that you need and cut it out. The panel has beautiful like silhouettes on it and stuff like that. My friends actually made a few, popped into there, and they normally do some really nice cotton fabrics, which I tend to buy for linings of my bags. So here's what I got. I walked away with this lot here. So first of all, I've been after some thin pins for delicate fabrics, and they're really slim. So I got these beautiful pins. It comes in a beautiful case, but if you can see them, they're so thin. They're beaded head glasses, bead glass heads on them, so they're really thin, and it comes in a nice little slide case, but I've still got the label on. I needed some because mine seemed to keep going missing, so I needed another set of those. So for £5 there's this basket, and they cut 1 metre fabrics off for £5. It's generally all plains. So I got a pink, of course, why not, that's Becky's colour. Oh yeah, and I got a peach, which is another Becky's colour. And I got a minty green, which is another Becky's colour. A blue. Oh, what do we have here? Another Becky's colour. And a purple. But I didn't just go in for plains. I went in to have a look at the Liberty fabric and the lawn cotton, but unfortunately I got most of it that's already in there. So I was a bit disappointed when it came to that, because it's not very often we get to go to London these days. We used to go at least once a year, me and my husband, but their kids are a bit older and they want to tag along, and we have to go to the toy shops. Yep, the toy shops, because we're going to do day trips. So yeah, what was I saying about the Liberty fabric? They really need to buy a bit more up-to-date selection. I think I could have spent a fortune if there was more of a selection of Liberty fabric, but unfortunately they didn't have much selection that I liked, and personally I collect Liberty fabric, so, and I hardly ever use it, which is a bad thing, I know, I'm sorry, but but I decided not to buy any Liberty fabric. However, I did come across something that I fell in love with. So earlier on in the day when we were in Chichester, me and my husband Michael went to a little stall that was outside, and they sold fudge, homemade fudge. So I bought some caramel salted fudge, and my husband bought some rhubarb and fudge, and rhubarb fudge, and some, I think he bought chocolate fudge brownie, I'm not sure. Anyway, you know when you get sweets, or if you're American or Australian you call it candy, and it comes in this country, I know it comes in this country, in pink and white striped paper bags. I've always wanted fabric that's pink and white striped, and when I was in Cloth Kit fabric shop, I found pink and white stripes. Doesn't it look like it should be a packet of sweets? So I don't know what I'm going to make with this, but I grabbed a meter of it and I love it, and I don't know, it's so soft as well. It's 100% cotton, I know that for sure, but there's no brand for it, which I don't mind because we all love fabric. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Anyway, and the last thing I bought from Cloth Kit was this fabric. I'm getting into my greys lately, and especially the Swoon Baby Bell bags that I've been making, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Excuse me, I've got a really bad sore throat. So basically I've been getting into a lot of greys and whites, and I thought this will make a really nice modern looking baby changing bag. So if any of my customers watching this and you want this, I've only got a meter of it, so you need to message me straight away before it goes. Next thing, so before we went to Cloth Kit, we went to a shop that we found last year. Well, I found last year, but the people that normally take us found it the year before. So if any of you get to go to Chichester, you need to pop to Eternal Maker. Eternal Maker's massive. Well, for a British quirky fabric shop, you need to pop in, because if you don't pop in for the fabric, you can always go just through the door on the side to the bakery and the coffee shop, and the hot chocolate's made with real chocolate flakes in hot milk. So it's called the Eternal Maker is their fabric side and the making side of things, and then through the door is called Eternal Baker. Get it? Eternal? Anyway, so I said to my husband, take your mum and Dawn into the cafe, because I'm spending my money in this side, which is the Eternal Maker. So you can come and join me once you've bought them a coffee, because I need your help. I mean, I needed him to carry my stuff, basically. So I bought quite a bit from there. So there was my husband walking around the shop with these bolts of fabric waiting to be cut. Thank you, Michael. So basically I had a plan, a little plan. So they post quite regularly on Instagram of latest fabrics that people will like. So I was on hunt for one type of fabric and one type of binding. Yeah, one type of fabric and one type of binding. They posted like 2 weeks before, or a couple of weeks before. I'm not 100%, but I saw it on their Instagram. And as many of you know, I live on Instagram. So so we went around the shop, and I will put it up on the camera. This shop I did actually film in and take some photos. I didn't want to take any pictures in Cloth Kit because it's quite busy and it's quite dark in there, so the camera wouldn't have coped with the lighting. Unlike Untitled Makers, quite bright and airy and beautiful, and yeah, I wish I worked there, but I live too far away. So when we were around and about, I did have a few things that I needed. So I recently went through my fabric stash and realised that I have a ton of stretch fabric that obviously been planning to do stuff with, but never got around to it. So I've decided to make myself some t-shirts and stuff. So on the 2 patterns that I've chosen, I needed a few essentials that I know I have, but are probably the wrong things to have, because I normally make bags. So I needed interfacing. Boring. No, it's not boring. We need interfacing to stabilise some things of clothing. So I bought some interfacing, which is just a violin. Which one is it? It's F220. Yeah, it's just a thin one. I don't carry thin interfacing for bag making. Well, it's actually medium. I don't carry interfacing like this. I normally carry either what the UK equivalent is to SF101, Piltex, whatever. So I needed some of this. I couldn't have used my heavy interfacing on the pocket that's on one of the designs of t-shirt patterns that I've got. So I needed some of this. I'm getting the boring stuff out of the way first, so then I can move on to the really good fabric. So I needed some Goot cotton sewing thread. I got the large thread because I quilt quite a bit, or I hand stitch quite a bit. So you can never have enough Goot or enough polyester thread for bag making or anything like that, but for some reason I have hardly any white left. I don't know why. I don't really sew much white, as many of you know. So I bought some cotton, but also for my t-shirts that I'm going to be making, I needed some ribbon that goes around the collar. So I bought 1/2 metre and 1/2 metre ribbon, which is in like a tube. And that 1/2 metre will go a long way. You will get at least 6 to 7 t-shirts out of this. So, and it's not that expensive at all. So I basically bought some ribbon jersey. I can't say it, rib-in jersey. So the 2 things that I saw on Instagram were Essex linen fabric and a binding. It's a gold style binding. So I found the linen that was the easy part. It was in the black linen kind of denim section. Bearing in mind, in the shop they lay it out as in colour. So one section will be like the pinks, one section will be whites, one section will be purples, one section will be black. So everything's easy to find. The clothing fabrics in one section, and the new in fabrics are in one section, or the denims and that are in the one section. So yeah, so it was quite easy to find because I knew it was a new in. So I went and got it. It wasn't one of the first ones I found, because I found others before I even got to that section. But check this out. It's got like shiny speckles in it, and it's just so nice. It's actually black. It's black linen, but look at these, and the blues and the pink, the pinksy reds, and there's golds running through it and everything. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I have got a few plans up here for some wallets and stuff for Christmas. I am actually thinking of my Christmas stock, because last year I left things quite late, so I'm thinking of doing some Christmas kind of products with these. I'm not 100% sure, but I will be using it this year. I know I will. So the other thing that I wanted to find was this metallic-y rose gold binding. I'm not going to use it as binding. I'm going to use it as making it into piping, because there's quite a lot of bags that I that I put a lot of piping on. And yeah, so we were shopping around the shop, me and my packles, sorry, I mean my husband, and I'm sorry Michael. Anyway, we were shopping around the shop, and I got to the till and I totally forgot about this binding. I really did forget about this binding. But hallelujah, it was right in front of me on the till. It was right in front of me on the till. So I snatched the wheel and I said, excuse me, can I have 3 meters before you put that through? Bearing in mind, I knew my bank card was going to take a bit of a bashing. So I bought this, and it's so nice. I bought 3 meters of it, so I'm going to use it sparely because it's not cheap. They had other colours, like this is rose gold. So as you can see, this is like really nice. That's rose gold. They had normal gold. They had like a pearlescent style one, a silver. And they had another colour, but I wasn't overly keen on that. It's just a rose gold one I really wanted, to be fair. And I really don't blame Mrs. H. Samantha for getting me onto rose gold, but I love rose gold. After working with her at the NEC in February, on her stand, she had a lot of rose gold on her hardware, on her bags, and I was like, oh, rose gold. I've never actually really seen much rose gold. I live a sheltered life. So thanks to Mrs. H, I've become a lover of rose gold, but also Eveline Bags has made me love recently rainbow style hardware. I love rainbow and rose gold. I don't have much rose gold, but rose gold hardware, because I have a lot of hardware and I need to use that up first before I actually go down the buying loads of rose gold hardware. So while we were in Eternal Maker, I saw last time, a year ago, that they had this faux leather that was like a champagne gold style faux leather, and do you know what? I've kicked myself so much because I've not bought it, and I really wanted it last time we went, and I totally forgot about it this year, the year between going this time. And once I saw it in the shop still, I grabbed the big long tube and took it to the lady and says, can I have half a metre? I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to save it for the Christmas. Once again, sorry guys, I am thinking of Christmas and I do apologise. I'm thinking of my Christmas stock because I really do not want to leave it late this year. So yeah, so I picked up this beautiful, and I don't think my studio lights are going to give it justice, but it's like a champagne gold. It looks silver here. Yeah, I don't know if this works on the camera or what, but it's so nice. It's shiny. It's got a really soft feel to it, unlike some marine weight fake leathers have. So I can't wait to use this. I won't use this for a complete bag, no. I'll probably use it as for overlays at the bottom, or some makeup pouches and stuff like that, like Christmas gifts that people buy at Christmas. So yeah, so I can't wait to use this fabric, well, this faux leather. It's just so nice. So like I said, I only got half a metre of this. The only problem I did have with it is they fold it, and I was on holiday, so we went to Eternal Makeup on Wednesday and I came back yesterday and it's still folded. So I'm gonna, if you ever get folded leather, and this is a tip for you guys, if you ever get folded leather, lay it out on a flat surface. So I would lay it out in one of my the stepchildren's bedrooms, and let it lay there for a few days. Let the folds, because I don't know if you can see there's a crease here, let the folds naturally come out. If they don't, you can turn it over. So this is the back side. Turn it over, put it on an ironing board and put a pressing cloth on top, and just put your iron on a medium, low to medium temperature, and iron over it, and it should drop out. Then roll it up. I always roll up all my fake leathers. It just stops any creases, and it stops you having to faff around when you have to make something. So I will be decreasing this after I've filmed this video. So what else do I buy? Oh yeah, the fabric. So the other things that I bought were some fabric. I bought half meters of each, and there was one in particular that, no, there was two in particular that I looked the night before, the night before on the website to make sure they actually had some in stock, and they showed it in stock online, so I knew I could get it on the day rather than having to order it and pay postage and packaging. I don't mind paying postage and packaging, but I was going there anyway, thanks to my family members that took us there. So the two fabrics that I really wanted was one that I've already had in the past, is this black and pink safari fabric, and it's by Seven Berry fabric. It's got no name, but I've had it before. I've made a necessary clutch wallet from it with black cork, and I wanted to make a bit more, but I didn't buy enough because I only bought a fat quarter the last time I bought some. So, oh, I did make one thing. The leftover fat quarter was my camera case. So yeah, so with the Tula pink binding. So yeah, I do like this fabric, so I did grab myself half a metre. Maybe I should have grabbed myself more, but kind of was on a plan of only buying 1/2 meters because I'm on a budget, but the budget went out the window. So yeah. And the other one I wanted was this. I've never had it before. I wanted this Alison Glass, the batik series that she did, so I bought this one. It's like a greeny yellow colour, and it's got green patterns. Don't know how they do it, but I just love this range. But I'm into bright colours, as many of you know, and I wanted this drastically, so I saw it, snatched it, and had 1/2 meter of it. So the other one I bought was this one by Andover Fabrics. It's like a yellow kind of, can you see? A yellow mustard colour with pink dots. So yeah, I fell in love with this, so I grabbed 1/2 meter of that. And another Alice Glass, which is the batik range that she did. And that's a mustardy yellow colour. The reason why I've got quite a lot of lighter greens and mustardy colours is because I've had a few customers recently ask for brighter yellows or mustards or greens, and unfortunately I don't have much of those colours in my stash, and I know I should do. Yeah, so I have a lot of pink and a lot of blue and a lot of turquoise and a lot of teals and different blacks, but I don't have much more than those colours. When I buy fabric, I buy it for me, and I know I shouldn't buy it for me. I should buy it with my customers in mind. So I did kind of keep saying that to my husband. My husband kept relaying the same thing. You are buying for the customers, you are not buying for yourself. So I did buy a bit for myself, sorry, but I had to. So yeah, I basically had to buy some yellows and some greens to go with it. But to be honest, I love this. I think it's because it's got pink in it. And I'm really sorry it's got pink, but I actually really like the mustardy yellow against the different colours of pinks, because you got like one colour pink there and like a purpley pink there. So yeah, I do actually really like it. So moving on. What else did I get? Oh yeah, I've had this before. Yeah, it's a purple pinky colour, but I've had this in the darker colour. It's by Cotton Steel Fabrics. Don't know if you can see this, but with my necessary clutch wallets, I like to variegate my colour through. So on the outside will be what the customer chooses or I choose to put on. So normally it's like faux leather or for the body part or cork. And then you got like your flap, which is your design feature, and then I do on the necessary clutch wallets, I do the flap, so the body's separate to the flap sides. So yeah, inside where the card slots and the money sections are, I tend to do a variety of fabrics that go with the fabric that I've used on the outside, and I have used quite a lot of this in some of them, so I grabbed another 1/2 meter of that because it blends with quite a lot of the fabrics that I do actually use. So I needed another 1/2 meter. I can get quite a lot of card slots out of this, or zips, pockets. If I don't use it for that, I'll use it for something else. I don't know, but I had to buy it. So Tula Pink, oh god, going back 4 years ago, brought out series. I think it's called Foxtrot or something like that. No, sorry, it's part of the camping series that she did. Oh my god, I'm talking about 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, she did a butterfly themed. It had butterflies all over it, and it had camping and bottles and stuff. I've got quite a bit of it back in my studio that way of town. Yeah, because I'm in the bedroom today because it's a lot quieter, as it's Bank Holiday Monday and it's quite busy on our main road out there. So yeah, so I managed to, when she first released the design of that batch of designs, that turnaround, I managed to get the butterflies that were pink on the grey background, but I've wanted the butterflies in blue with the grey background. And as we were walking around Tunnel Maker, they don't have much tulip ink, and they do need a lot more tulip ink if they're going to cater for tulip ink fans. I'm a tulip ink massive fan, like Alison Glass. So yeah, when I saw it, I did a little squeal. So I found the fabric that I've been after for 3 years. So it's so beautiful. It's like blue butterflies, and it's like a grey green background. I actually thought in the pictures that it was a grey background, but it is actually a grey green background. So yeah, I had to have half a metre. So I wish I could have bought more, but yeah, it's really nice. And so I really wanted the other fabrics that I wanted was some metallics. So yeah, I waltzed past this beautiful aisle, and they had some Robert Hoffman fabric. It's by Jennifer Sampo. I'm so sorry if I've said that wrong, but yeah, I love geometrics. I come from an A design kind of background, and photography background, and arts background, and I love hexes. Anything geometric I love, so when I see geometric shapes and stuff, I kind of study it. Anyway, I saw this, but the bonus was it had metallics in it. So if you can see this, it's so stunning. It's so thick cotton as well, so, and it is quilting cotton. So yep, I got half a metre of this, and it's just so nice, and it feels soft as well, which heavier weight cottons don't tend to be that soft. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to make with this. Well, it's one of those things that I had to have. Right, the last fabric that I bought. So the bag that I showed you earlier on, in the course on Craftsy, they have made one of the bags, and it has this beautiful metallic gold and teal background fabric, and I've wanted it for ages. And yeah, when I was in Eternal Maker was the first time I've actually seen it in the flesh. I've been to so many quilt festivals, the quilt festival at the NEC at Birmingham, the International Quilt Festival, but I've actually never seen it, and I've searched for it quite often, and it always comes back. It's one of those fabrics that you really want, but you don't know the designer, or you don't know where it's from, and when people have made stuff out of it, it's like they don't tell you where they got it from or anything. So well, here it is. If you like this fabric, I got it from Internal Maker in Chichester, and their website will be down the bottom. I'm nowhere near sponsored by them, by the way. I just love their shop. So I bought this. It's just so nice. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but it's just so nice. So yeah, I think I have an idea of what I want to make with it, and you might see it pop up round about October, November time, round about Christmas. So you might, if I get around to wanting to cut into it. So yeah, excuse me. So a bit about Eternal Maker. The girls are so nice. Before we actually went to the counter to pay, bank card, but yeah, before we went to pay, they're so friendly. There was a lady in front of us that had this pattern and she wasn't understanding it at all, and she was asking help and they gave her help. I've been in, and I'm holding my hands up here, I've been in fabric shops where I've asked questions when I was learning bag making at the start 4 or 5 years ago. She wasn't asking a bag making question, she was just asking a general pattern question, but I was eavesdropping. Rude, I know, but I wanted to see how they actually handled it. So yeah, I've been in fabric shops where, and I hate saying this, but I've been in fabric shops where I've asked questions and they've just pointed to where to find it. But when you don't know what you're looking for, it's hard to find what you are looking for. So 9 times out of 10, I actually walk out of the shop. I don't call that good customer service. I've worked in retail myself for years, and honest to God, they were so friendly with this lady, and she was there for 35 minutes taking up their time, and I could easily watch them serve this lady, and they were so friendly, and they was giving her advice and everything on different things and guiding her in what to buy, but telling her how to use it, because that's the next thing that she will not have known. And yeah, as someone that's worked in retail, you do want a good customer service, and they do give a fantastic service. They give a fantastic service, and I just advise you, if you are ever down there, to pop in and say hello. Go for coffee or two, hot chocolate, cake. Hot chocolate's nice. So yeah, if you get a chance, pop in. The one thing I will say is they actually remembered me from Festival of Quilt in 2017. The Festival of Quilt at the NEC, International NEC. The biggest quilt festival in the whole of Europe, and they remembered me for the bag that I took that one day, and I did buy a lot from their stall as per norm, and yeah, they remembered me, and I was so taken back by this visit time round, and yeah, they're just generally nice people. So if you get a chance, pop in and speak to them, and generally just go and have a mooch and bye. Right, so yeah, we went into Portsmouth one of the days, and if you ever get a chance to go to the Gun Wharf, I think it's called, it's all outlets, designer outlets that I got a percentage of. So I got some Vans. I wanted a pair of Vans. I normally buy just general pumps. Being a tomboy that I am, I buy generally pumps, but I managed to pick up a pair of Vans, and they're so nice. Look, So they're like an orangey. My husband says they're very orange, but I'd say they're like a salmon kind of orange. But yeah, they're so comfortable. But don't make the mistake I did. So I pulled this box off the shelf because you just help yourself. Pulled the box off the shelf and it had a number 7 in a big box on the box. Took it to the counter and the girl said, the girl said, so you want, so you want a 4.5 UK? And I went, what? I went, no, I want a 7. It says 7 on the box. And she goes, oh no, oh sorry. She goes, this is not a 7. I went, well, it says 7. She goes, didn't someone explain? I went, no. And she said, what size are you? I said 7. And she goes, oh no, you need a 9. I went, I haven't got barge feet. I haven't got barge feet, you know. I don't live on a canal. Oh my god, I'm crying. So she goes, I'll take you to go and get a pair that your size. Oh my god, I really am crying. So she got me the barge size. So if you ever pop into Vans and buy a pair of Vans, you need to look for the British sizing, which is at the bottom of the box, not the American sizing at the top. Yeah, so I'm still crying over it. So yeah, I bought a pair of Vans and it's the pair that I wanted, not for a long time, but I wanted a brighter pair of pumps. Oh my god, I really am crying. I mentioned that I'm going to make some t-shirts, so before I finish and sign off this vlog haul, whatever you want to call it, I want to show you the 2 t-shirt patterns that I've got. So Craftsy, once again, not sponsored, there's a free t-shirt pattern, so I'm going to be doing this pattern. So it's called the T. Basically, as I can work it out, it's actually one piece. So like the back and the front, and there's no like seam there. So I don't know how it's going to work, but that's one pattern that I'm going to do. That's a free pattern. It's a downloadable pattern, which you print off and cut out yourself. The other one is I'm a YouTube subscriber to Mimi G Style. I love her because she's so refreshing to watch. So yeah, she has got a pattern line for simplicity. So I'm going to be doing the t-shirt, possibly one day do the trousers, but I'm quite a short person and these trousers are long, so I'll have to take them up a lot. So so it's the 8177 pattern, and I'm going to be doing the V-neck t-shirt, so you can make it into a long sleeve, or I'm thinking of making it into a baseball style t-shirt. So rather than long sleeve, I'm going to do it 3/4 on one of the t-shirts, and then she does on the back a short sleeve version as well. So yeah, that's the other pattern that I'm going to be making, but I'm only going to be making these in my spare time, so I don't know how long that's going to take me, but I will complete 1 or 2. Wow, I was crying a lot, wasn't I? I'm going to carry on blabbering. I want to say thank you for joining me, and Thanks for watching me cry with laughter at that last hands. So thanks for joining me and have a nice day.